Hi guys, today I'm here to talk about my favorite movies that I watched in 2018. This is not necessarily movies that came out in 2018, some of them came out quite a few years ago, but these are movies that I actually watched this year. This is a really random list of movies, but I really loved all of them. The first one I'm going to mention is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This is about a mother whose daughter has been murdered, and 7 months have passed and the cops haven't done anything about it. So she decides to take things into her own hands. This is based on a true story, but I just really loved the concept of this movie. I thought all the actors did a phenomenal job, and it was just a breath of fresh air watching this movie. Next, I want to mention Cinema Paradiso. This came out forever ago, but I just recently watched it this year. This is an Italian film about a young boy who lives in a small village, and he kind of becomes friends with the man who runs the movies in the movie theater. So it's about him looking back on his childhood and when he fell in love with movies. I really love this, and I just stumbled upon it one night on Netflix, and I'm so glad that I found it. So if you're looking for a good movie about movies, I definitely recommend this one. Next, I want to mention Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I've always really loved Snatch, but I haven't watched any of his other films, and I had heard that this one was really good, so I checked it out, and I was really glad that I did. I loved this movie. Again, the cast was phenomenal. It was a little confusing, so you really have to pay attention to what's going on, but this was just a hilarious, great, action-packed movie. Next is Loving Vincent. I'd seen trailers for this, so I was really excited to see it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it in theaters, but I did watch it at home, and I really loved it. This is kind of about the downfall of Vincent van Gogh, and the way it's filmed, it's done like it's a painting. I really loved how they filmed this. It was absolutely brilliant. There are so many A-list actors, I don't know why I haven't heard a lot about it, but I actually did a review over on my channel on this movie, so if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out. Next is Christopher Robin. I really loved this movie. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. This is a live action of Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh, and Christopher Robin has grown up now and kind of forgot about all of his friends. This was just a touching movie, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you're really interested in these kind of movies. Next, I want to mention Crazy Rich Asians. Again, I was really surprised by this one. I had seen so many trailers and I was really excited for it. I'm not usually into chick flick movies, and of course the ending was very predictable, but I really loved the entire thing. Again, the cast and the acting was great in this. This was just such a cute movie, and I know a lot of people really loved it as well, but if you haven't seen it, definitely check this one out. Next is Searching. Again, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this one, but I really loved it. This is about a man whose daughter goes missing at college, and he decides that he's going to try and find her through all of her social media accounts, and this is all filmed through computers and phones. I really loved the layout of this film. I thought it was so beautifully filmed. I think John Cho did a fantastic job in being the lead role in this. You really start believing that his daughter has gone missing, and you're trying to figure out the clues as well on screen. Just another one that I haven't heard a lot about, so definitely check this one out if you haven't seen it. Next is Train to Busan. This one was a surprise for me. I decided to watch it on Halloween. I just wanted something kind of scary, and I've always heard great things about it. This takes place in Korea, and there is a zombie outbreak while this man and his daughter are on a train. You're really rooting for this man and his daughter to survive, but much like The Walking Dead, you really can't bond with any of the characters because they could die at any minute. I'm just really glad that I finally found a really good scary movie for Halloween. Next is Isle of Dogs. This takes place in Japan, where dogs have to be sent to a separate island because they have something called dog flu, but there's a little boy who's going to look for his dog on this island, and he ends up crashing there. This is done all in claymation. It's done by Wes Anderson, and I just loved every minute of it, and I think I've mentioned enough that you guys definitely need to check this one out. And the last movie that I want to put on this list is Bad Times at the El Royale. I think this is probably my all-time favorite movie of the year. Going into it, I didn't really know a lot about it. I tried not to watch a lot of trailers. I had just seen a list of the cast and I loved all of them, so I was really excited to see what this was all about. This is about 7 strangers, each with a different secret, who meet at this hotel, and all of these secrets start coming out throughout the night. It takes place in 1969, and I really love the soundtrack to this. I'm not going to tell you any more about this because if you haven't seen it, you definitely need to go in blindly, but this was definitely my favorite movie of the year, and everyone needs to check this one out. Okay, so those are just 10 of my favorite movies of the year. Let me know if you've seen any of these and what you thought of them. Also, let me know what your favorite movies were of 2018, and I will see you guys next year. Thanks for watching. Bye!